Welcome back to Stranger Friends, where things continue to get stranger yet. For some reason, my friends continue to allow me to torture them, so we'll keep going along with this. But before we get started, we have a quick announcement from Wade.
Yes. So for anyone who is subscribed to the Twitch stream, first off, thank you very much. I appreciate it dearly. But rewards are now live across the stream for all games. So if you are subscribed, then you get 1 luck point and 1 inspiration that you can hand out to anyone in the stream. All you have to do is type in chat at the W show, and I'll make sure they know about it. This also includes the DM. You can give a luck point and inspo to the DM for him to really try and fuck us hard during things. So have fun with that. And then all the other rewards are down in the About section, so feel free to peruse. But thank you again. I'm good.
All right. So when we last left off, there was a sad parting of ways that had happened. And at the end of that, Bimgog, our wonderful goblin, was left holding a Rocky-Talkie, and so I think it is most appropriate that we take off from there. Bimgog, you watch as Serenio walks through the portal. The leaves, all of the leaves in the brush inside of the grove immediately start to ashen and turn to die, as leaves do. And fall to the ground as all of the magical energy of the druids that maintained this place dissipate.
Bimgog kind of waits for a few moments just in silence, kind of in quiet contemplation, kind of sits there and sighs to himself and starts going back towards the inn to find his remaining friends.
Takes you maybe 15 minutes to get there. As before, the streets are somewhat empty. You do notice that the Grey Maidens, the Kingsguard, are patrolling with the normal town guard at this point. People are still in bars and restaurants, but it is evening time, late into the night even. But you managed to make it across town in about 15 minutes.
Right.
You arrive at the bar. It's a somewhat lively environment. There's a good number of people in there. Bartholomew has 2 drinks sitting at the end of the bar. One of the bar stools having a step ladder in front of it.
I move over and I kind of look at Bartholomew, and I just look like I'm just haggard. Are these drinks taken?
No, they're for you, lad. You know, they told me that you and your lass were off doing your wilderness things, and I saved a spot just for you. You look like you had the sunlight beat out of you, though.
While he was talking, Bimgog just took the smaller glass and just dumped it into his gullet, and then he slides over the larger one in front of him and just starts drinking that too.
Whoa, lad! I've never. I mean, you're no Alex, but
no, Alex.
What's got you so down? Where's your friend?
Gone. Everyone's gone. That's what they do.
What do you mean? What they do? I mean, most of your friends are upstairs.
For now. And what's gonna happen is Alex is gonna go and find a dragon and gonna go fly off and leave me, and then Bjorno is gonna have some important thing to do, and he's gonna go and become an important rune knight and go sit at the side of the Allfather, and then I'll be alone, and Hildy's gonna go with him because somebody needs to make sure that they're watching out for Bjorno, because otherwise he'll end up getting into trouble, and I'm just gonna be left with Broduk. And I just drink more.
Anyone who's in the bar can feel free to roll me a perception check. Anything over a 15, you just overheard Bimgok.
Uh-oh.
I am drinking.
Hildy, you are the member of the party who notices your bemourned goblin sitting alone at the bar. Alex, you do a shot. And Bjorno, you pick up on it, but only after Hildy does whatever she's about to do.
Well, Hildy.
Work. Gotta go.
Well, Hildy sort of elbows Bjorno and goes, "Oh, I think your friend is having some problems here. I'm going to go check on him." And I go to check on Bimgog. Bimgog, where is Irania? I heard she's gone.
Yeah, she's gone. She's gone. She left me her walkie-talkie so I can send her updates and messages and tell her how much I miss her. But you know, it's not the same. But that's what happens. That's what they do. That's what they all do. And then they end up in a sprocket sword and never gonna come back. Just gonna keep on keeping on.
He just continues just to kind of like go off in weird, like just meandering babbles, and he's just thinking about Sprocket now. So you just hear like,
And, you know, then Sprocket's gonna sit there, gonna come back. We'll get him out of the sword, and he's gonna invent a way to leave too.
Oh, Bimgog, that is such a sad way to see it. Well, Irania, she left for a very important mission, right?
I mean, she had some stuff to do with the druids.
She
So,
would, yeah.
She might be back, but you know, that's just who knows? Who knows? You know, just not with us for a long time.
It is difficult handling loss, and you have experienced a lot of loss in a very short amount of time. But you have their memories, and as you said, you can talk to Sirenia.
I could talk to everybody, you know. I'm just gonna sit here and, you know, I can sit there and talk to Sprocket. I could go guy's lab, probably have a long conversation with a sword, and it's gonna amount to about the same.
Oh.
and he sits there and he tries to flag down Bartholomew, and he's just pointing sadly at his cup, at the big cup.
He's like,
I will get your friends. I will go find Alexandra. I sort of wave her over really urgently, like, if she can see it.
Alex will like take another shot, and then she'll notice, like, oh, Bimgog, you're here. Okay, awesome. And she'll stumble over to him and drop into the seat that was meant for Serenia. Okay, so we progress on the sword, and I got you in to go in there if you want to.
sure, I can go. I mean, so what we're all gonna do anyways. We're all gonna go sometime.
Well,
I whisper, I go,
Alex
Alex,
will wave down to Bartholomew to get another round down here.
Sirenia is not coming back, Alex.
Serenia will come back. Serenia wanders off like all the time.
I think
He
this is
slides
more
one down your
permanent.
legs.
Well,
Sorry.
okay, well, we're gonna get Sprocket back. Remember those shards we found? So one of those shards was a soul shard, and I didn't really understand everything the guy was talking about, but it sounded pretty logical. And I was like, I'm sure Sprocket would understand, so I got him to talk to Sprocket. And once he figures out how the magic works, we're gonna bust your friend out.
Alright, well, it's fine. I mean,
It's probably something we should do. Like, and you can see like Bimgog just kind of kicking the edge of the bar, swinging his little feet.
You all see Bartholomew come up, and he puts a small well-cooked quail in front of Bimgog, along with 3 cookies on the plate. On the house, friend.
Cookies won't fill the emptiness inside me, but they'll help.
And he starts eating the cookie.
Okay.
Bjorno's gonna walk up to the bar and hail Bartholomew and hand him his giant drinking horn.
Oh, you need that filled, son.
Would you please do so? Yes.
Of course. Right away. What do you have a preference for your type of ale?
The darker the better.
I've got something that's as dark as your worst nights. He goes, and you see him. He's about to take something from the draft, and he stops and he goes, "Get you one that's special. I've got celebrations myself, you see." And he fills it up from a cask underneath the bar, hands it up to you. Fills up his other mug, and walks over to where you all are gathered. You all are looking officially at the new Minister of Commerce.
Congratulations on your promotion. This is good.
I've been filling the role for the past couple of months, as they looked for somebody more qualified, but my connections in the community, really, my ability to organize everyone, they'll be pinning me at the gala.
Surely you are a pillar of your city's infrastructure and goodwill.
I try. What makes me so happy is finally the business people, even the common folk will have representation on the High Council. This is an immense step forward for our city. And to Evening Star.
To Evening Star. And he raises his horn.
Well, the Crown has seen fit to ensure that any bills you all incur will be covered. And I do believe they've invited you, Mr. Bjorno, to even stay on the grounds.
Indeed, I will be hitting the stacks shortly.
Oh, they gave you access to the archives.
Indeed, I'm quite eager to peruse. I am told there might be a tome or two that is relevant to my studies and interests.
Evening Star's archives are very old. I'm sure Alex has told you a little of our history, but our city is older even than the Boulder's Gate and Waterdeep, and where those have fallen and been rebuilt, Evening Star has stood strong. Although much of that has relied on our blessings. So, but you may yet find providence in there. I hope it gives you the insight that you're looking for.
I hope so as well. Bjorno's going to turn to Bimgog, and he's going to put a hand on the goblin. Are you well, my friend? You look forlorn.
It depends. Like, when are you leaving, Bjorno?
Leaving?
Yeah, when are you deciding that you just don't need a goblin friend anymore, and you go off and go on a big adventure, and go and befriend a bunch of giants because they're just better than a goblin, and then you're gonna go take down dragons and celebrate and do that whole thing where the giants were fighting for glory and honor, and you're gonna lead them, and then you'll think back and you won't remember a goblin friend anymore, when you're doing that.
Bjorno takes a giant swig of his drink and then shows you his left hand. I would sooner remove my hand than to rid myself of such an apt companion, of one of your fighting spirit. I would sooner put out my own eyes so that I would not see Hildy's beauty again before I would do such a thing. I need to go now.
Smooth.
Bjorno's gonna turn bright red and go to the other end of the bar. He looks a little tipsy.
Well, Bartholomew smiles and looks over at Hildy. You've got quite an eye there.
Well, it's been a long time coming, I believe. I just hope it's more than just because I'm beautiful.
Lass, I may be a halfling, but it may take 3 times the man that I am. But he would any lad would be well. I'm the one blushing. But is there anything you all need? As I do have other customers, I'll be taking care of the rest of the night.
Just leave the bottle.
He reaches down, pulls out a bottle of a very select whiskey, and puts it in front of you. Compliments of the Queen. And he goes back to serving the other guests.
Bjorno doesn't raise his voice outside of battle very often, but you guys hear Bjorno yell for Broduk. Broduk!
Brooke is sitting directly next to Bemgog, drinking and eating food, but he was so consumed with what he was doing, he didn't pay attention to anything at all. But when he hears his name, he looks up with a chicken leg hanging out of his mouth. Huh? What?
Drink with me, brother.
Okay. And he lifts up his big mug and slams it on the bar and guzzles some back. Just pours over his fur, down his chest.
It is delicious. Giorno, the beer that you're drinking is it's soft, it's smooth, but it's got a strong taste. It's like a chocolate milkshake, but at the same time, it's got that hearty, bready flavor.
Malty deliciousness.
Malty as you can get. Broduk, I believe you're probably drinking an ale, which is still quite smooth.
Yeah, I drink. I put my mug down. The chicken leg is gone. That was good.
Yeah, Alex will just sit next to Bemgog quietly and just make sure he always has a drink and someone next to him, but doesn't say much beyond that.
Yeah, after Bjorno gets a refill, he's gonna stomp his way over to Broduk and just start babbling at him in Giant. Do you speak Giant, Broduk?
Broke returns in Giant. He speaks to you in Giant also.
You need to find yourself a squire. You must pass along everything that you have learned as a rune knight.
You have to find another minion?
Yes, one who wants to learn how to become a knight like you. You must pass on the tradition. From knight to squire, from knight to squire. It is an endless cycle, a chain of command that is passed down from one great knight to the next. This is your immortality, Broduk.
I will take chain and I will beat my minion until he learns to be Rune Knight.
Bjorno's gonna drink more with Broduk.
And you guys can enjoy the night as it goes through. If you'd like to role play some more, please feel free to do so. Otherwise, we'll go through an uneventful evening.
Brooke will just continue to eat and drink for the night until he eventually passes out.
The stoicism breaks probably for one of the first times that you guys are able to see. Bjorno's going to sing you all a song from his village. There's going to be a little bit of that. And there's going to be a lot of babbling in Giant. He just kind of forgets how to common.
What's the song about?
The song is about hunting elk, moving across the swift, snow-strewn winds of the Icewind Dale, It's about following trails of blood and finding one's quarry, no matter how far they run, and the thrill of the catch and the bounty and supply that bringing home that catch gives, how it strengthens the bodies and the minds of the community.
As Bjorno sings, by the way, at some point, Bimgog turns to Alex. He's like, Alex, it's a good point. Listen to Bjorno. I gotta go hunt down some people that are gonna be trying to attack the city. And he kind of kicks off the stool because he is just 3 sheets. And you see him reach around. He's like, there's the crossbow. I'll be back because I gotta go do night patrols and walk around in the outskirts, making sure nothing gets in the city. Don't you worry, I'll keep the people safe.
Bjorno's gonna.
Alex is gonna just
reach
like
down and
grab
pick
his
up-
shoulders
Yeah.
and just like direct him up the stairs to a bedroom, be like, yes, we're going on night patrol.
Oh, where's
You're very brave. Oh, I wouldn't even be alive if it wasn't for you.
About halfway up the stairs, he passes out. So Alex probably has to
I
haul his ass
will
up.
carry the tiny goblin to bed.
You have no problem picking him up, carrying him, and putting him in a nice warm bed.
At that point, I'll just stay with him. I don't want him to wake up alone in this state. It's gonna just start setting everything on fire.
Broduk, you like you said, drink and eat till you pass asleep. You wake up in the morning in your bed, nonetheless.
Ooh, fancy.
And everybody else sleeps, and the night is uneventful. In the morning, Alex, you awake. You're the first to be awoken to a knock at the door.
I go and answer the door quickly, and as I open, I'm like, shh, there's a tiny goblin sleeping.
I am so sorry. A gentleman stands in front of you, short blonde hair, but impeccably dressed. He has a small satchel on his side. You notice that in his pocket are some pieces of chalk and a variety of small pins. I've come to take your measurements.
Oh.
For the gala.
Right.
You'll be attending, correct?
Are you going to take all of our measurements?
Yes.
Okay, can you come to our room last? Bimgog might have a hangover.
Very well. Yes, sure. Broduk.
Brooke will grumble as he pulls himself out of the nest that he's made in this room on the floor, and push the mattress off of top of him, and get up and move over the door and open it. And he's like, what?
The gentleman recoils at the smell of your lair, but manages to maintain his composure. Good morning, sir. You have been requested to be an attendant at the gala, and as such, I have come to take your measurements.
Gala, is that the thing with all the food?
Yes, there will be food. There will probably be some dancing, and you will be eating with the king and queen.
Oh, I know them. They're nice.
Quite, but it is very important that you are dressed appropriately for the occasion. In fact, we may need to also send the barber.
Just
He kinda
nice. Something
trails
wrong with
off.
Broduk's clothes. He looks down to the simple pair of brown pants that he's wearing. That he's been wearing nonstop, covered in stains and cuffs and scratches and holes.
There is a need for you to be in an appearance befitting of a knight.
I'm a rune knight.
You are, yes. We are going to make you look the part of a knight.
Do you want to be my minion?
I work for the queen and for the crown. I'm sorry to say that I am already beholden to them. But if you would,
Well, I don't have my chain, so that's okay. Come inside.
He grabs a clothing clip out of his back pocket, puts it over his nose, but he comes inside and he starts taking your measurements. The usual.
He stands there. He's like watching him. Every now and then, like reaches over and grabs like something and eats it. But this room is terrible. Like whoever is going to do the housekeeping on this place, this guy probably feels terrible for them.
You would be happy to know on an out of character basis there is a prestidigitation spell that's literally they throw it in the room and it's clean. The wonders
They're
of
gonna
a
need 2 castings for
society.
mine.
Oh god. But he is shortly done. And he says the royal barber will be about shortly.
Okay.
To assist you with your grooming.
My favorite color is dandelion yellow.
Dandelion yellow it is. And he steps out, closes the door behind him, gasping for air, but comes in, knocks on Bjorno's door.
Bjorno says.
Man opens the door. The same man as described as before. I have come for your measurements.
Very good. Just one moment. Bjorno's sitting cross-legged on a stool, and you can see he's kind of he's burnishing his armor and getting it clean and getting the runes kind of glazing them over and making sure that they're shiny. Yeah, just touching up his stuff.
My lord, we do have parties who'd be happy to do that work for you.
Oh, no, a knight maintains his own armor, although I do need your services and help with this. And he's going to untie the queen's favor.
Mm-hmm.
And I need this as clean as possible. It needs to look sharp and ready to be presented before their majesties.
I will work it into a garb for you for this evening.
I'll be wearing my armor. I am on duty. I need a tabard. Would you take my measurements?
I will gladly make you a tabard that will fit well. And he gets in, measures your armor, then measures you. And where is Miss Hildy? Is she in another one of these rooms?
Yeah, she's 2 doors down.
Goes 2 doors down. Hildy, you hear a knock at the door.
Hildy opens and answers, "Hello."
This is actually a gentleman you have seen before. You didn't have much interaction with him, but you're cognizant of his role. Miss Hildy, I am here for your measurements for the gala. Do you have any requests for your garb?
Well, I need it to be blue.
Okay.
And maybe show a little off right here.
That can be arranged.
To be alluring.
Seeking to woo someone, I imagine.
Maybe.
There is a shipment of flowers that came in from the hillside. Quite an alluring perfume that they provide. I'll make sure to incorporate some of the blossoms on the shoulder. Do you plan to dance this evening?
I do.
Make sure that you get one of those slow dances, and he won't be able to resist you.
I will keep that in mind. Thank you.
He takes your measurements. You want it to be blue? Any other requests? The shape I understand we're going for.
That is the most important thing. I will keep my medallion.
Okay. I should have these returned to you in the early afternoon, and they'll be dropped off here.
Thank you
also,
very much.
You're traveling with the goblin, correct?
Correct.
He may be in need of some hangover remedies.
I can help with that. I will have you. You have been over there. Is he not well?
I've tried. I'm about to go back over there, but I was told by Lady Oldla that the goblin was still recovering. So I'm going to go get his measurements now, but just a heads up, he's a bit on the,
I might come with you because waking up like that is awful and getting touched. would be no good. I will see if I can help.
Well, let's go there now. So he turns around. Alex, you hear a soft tap at the door.
Well, while he was going around taking everyone else's measurements, I was like grabbing like a glass of water and like a small breakfast and like setting it up next to Bimgog's bed and just like gently waking up like, hey buddy, it's morning. You're muted.
Bimgog's eyes are clearly like just even before he's talking, they just bolt open. But you could tell that they are just like huge bags under his eyes that are typically not there. And he just goes,
Yeah, I'm up. I've been up for a while. That guy was so loud, just banging on the door. Bang, bang, bang. Talking about his chalk and measurements.
Okay, well, it's gonna be our turn soon. So drink this water and eat this bread and try to sit up.
I'm up. I'm going to the gala.
The gentleman gently raps at the door.
I'll let him in this time.
It's so loud.
My apologies, sir.
No, quiet. Whisper.
He pulls out a cloth ruler and whatnot. Walks up to you, Alex, and starts taking your measurements.
While that's happening, Hildy's coming in and going over to Bimgog. Hello, Bimgog. I heard you're not feeling well.
Oh, I mean, it's been a morning. That guy was in here.
he glares at the tailor trying to get ready.
That guy's in here making all this noise. You can hear the tape measure. It's so loud. He keeps waving around. Oh,
I understand. Here, have this to drink. And she pats him on the side. It's a combination, but at the same time, she's casting protection from poison. Also.
Just before you do that, the tailor leans over, and a metal tray falls out of his front pocket, clangs on the floor. So sorry.
Bimgog just glares and just looks very, very upset. like somebody just
At that point, I toss Bimgog my flask.
Bimgog looks at the flask. He's like, he slowly takes a small drink, but he looks sad, and he's like, oh, it's not.
Sometimes
What's
the hair of the dog hurts just as much the next day. It's a bite.
As Hildy's magic flows over you, the protection of poison, you very quickly begin to feel the hangover start to fade.
Thanks, Hildy. Whatever you gave me seems like it's better, or it could have been whatever I just sipped out of that flask. I mean, maybe it does work, Alex.
And he tosses the flask back.
I'm glad to hear that, and I head out.
The only way out is through. That's what I've learned. Just got to keep on drinking to the other side.
Okay.
Attaboy.
He's been hanging with Alex too much.
The gentleman, as you stand up, gets down on his knees and takes all your measurements, Bimgog. Do you have any requests for your garb?
I mean, like, what do you mean?
You will
like-
be having
like
a suit tailored.
Yeah, like secret pockets to put our weapons in?
You won't need your weapons.
Well, yeah, we don't need them, but I'm asking if that's what you're asking. Like, you ask for special requests. Like,
No, I'm not familiar with goblin culture that you have.
Bones are really good.
I think I have an idea. And he finishes taking his measurements, stands up and walks out of the room, thanking you, Hildy, for resolving the hungover goblin problem. He heads out. About 30 minutes later, Broduk, there's another knock at your door.
I grumble and tear myself out of my nest, toss the mattress over, walk over and open the door.
You see a young woman. She has her sides of her head are shaved, but she has brilliant pink hair, and she has an apron on with scissors and a few other implements. I understand that you are to be taken care of by the royal barber.
Brooke sees her and he tries to stand up a little straight as he like looks around back towards his room, and then he steps out and closes it. He's like, yeah, oh, guy who took measure. He said barber come.
Yes, I've come. I brought as much yellow dye as I could find.
Okay. It's just clear he has no idea what dye is. Is he like, okay?
Shall we head to the bathhouse then to get this begun?
Oh yeah, I haven't had bath in a while. Not since Hyperion. He's gold.
I am familiar with Hyperion. I could perhaps work a little bit of gold into into your image if you'd like.
You can make me gold?
Somewhat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like gold.
She walks you downstairs to the bathroom the bathing room, I should say, for this establishment. Pours the water. You see her lay out. She grabs a table and lays out implements, a variety of cutting devices, and a couple of buckets and packets of what you see is a white goop, but yellow powders and even some sparkling yellow powder.
Brooke will go wherever she tells him to go. He follows her instructions.
She tells you to bathe, get cleaned up, all that jazz. Now, do you have a style you like to keep your facial hair in?
It just grow.
Okay, do you mind if I take an attempt at this?
At what?
Styling. So let you
What'd that mean?
So you see how this hair is very short and this hair is very long?
It's really pretty.
Thank you. I want to do something similar to you.
You want to make hair short?
I want to make some of it short, and we'll keep some of it long, and we might braid some of it, and it should make you look good and feel good about how you look.
I don't want any short hair. Otherwise, I'll get cold in winter.
Okay, I can do a long style, not a problem.
Okay.
She takes her, you see her grab. She grabs this rectangular device, and she flips a switch on it loudly. It starts buzzing. She slowly walks over to you and begins trimming your hair.
Bro just stays bug-eyed, like looking at her.
You spend the next hour or so as she combs out your hair, washes it multiple times, changes the bath water.
That's definitely needed.
At the end of it, like literally has to have you change tubs due to all of the fleas and other things that are now dead in the water. But you get a chance to catch yourself in the mirror, and you feel like you look pretty good. You've never seen yourself like this, but you feel like you look, in a sense, more of the way that Bjorno looks, more of the way that the rest of the party, like you're being citied, if you will.
Brooke look like this all time now?
If you keep it, if you maintain it,
I'll
you
keep
can.
it.
Okay. I'll try to teach you how. Now you said you wanted to be yellow.
Close
or
yellow.
gold?
I like yellow. I like the color yellow.
Okay. How much of you would you like to be yellow?
I don't want to be yellow.
Oh.
I like the color yellow.
I thought you wanted to dye your hair yellow.
I don't want my hair to dye. I like it.
No. See how mine's pink?
Yeah?
I thought you wanted that in yellow.
No, I told Measure Man I like the color yellow. I thought he would make something yellow for me to wear.
I believe he is still going to, but this saves me a lot of work and a lot of embarrassment. Your grooming is done. You're ready for when they finally bring clothes around.
Is that what you meant by gold?
Yes.
Could you make like little bit of hair gold?
Sure. I have an idea for that.
Okay.
She mixes up her stuff. You see her take the yellow pigment, mix it into a smaller bit of the white paste, and see her add some gold flakes to it and mix that up some more. And she takes a streak of your hair that is what was now combed back and pulls it out. She wipes it on, rubs it between her hands, then rinses it back off, and you now have a streak of metallic gold hair.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm Broduck.
My name is Emil.
Nice to meet you.
Wonderful. Nice to meet you too. You're not what they said you are.
What'd they say I am? Me bugbear.
You are a bugbear, and a noble one at that. And
I'm a rune knight.
I heard. She gives you a scratch behind the ear.
He like smiles and he twitches a little.
I've got to get back to the rest of my day, Broduck, but take care of yourself.
Are you going to a party?
I'm not invited to the gala, unfortunately.
You come with Broduck.
Like a plus one?
Yes, me and you +1.
Okay. I'll be here in the early evening. I'd be honored to go with you.
Okay.
She packs up her stuff and she's smiling and leaves you there in the bathhouse. You smell significantly better. In fact, I'm even going to give you a bonus. You have advantage on any will saves in regards to self-image or self-control for the next
cool.
24 hours.
Awesome. I will take it. By the way, real quick, Bimgog, you have a luck point that you get to spend tonight at some point. It's basically an inspiration of free reroll. And Bjorno, you get an inspo, so an extra d6 to add to one of your rolls tonight.
All right.
Nice. Thank you.
Thanks, Switch.
Yes.
All right. The rest of you, does anybody else have anything that you'd like to do for the day?
Yeah, Bjorno's going to go and hit the stacks, but before he does so, he is going to hit the flower shop.
Okay. As you walk through the city, once you look around for a little bit, maybe ask for directions, you do find a very nice flower shop. It's got a multiple arrangements out in front of it. You see a young woman behind the counter. A dog perched up on the counter as she is making arrangements. Can I help you?
Good day and good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Do you do deliveries?
Yes, I can have an errand boy run a delivery for you. Who is the lucky person?
Her name is Hildy Catsdaughter.
She starts taking notes. Okay. And Do you have any preference of flowers, or would you like me
Yes.
to come up with an arrangement? Okay, go, please.
I'm trying to ask her to go to the gala with me, and I would like to get her a corsage.
Okay, corsage should not be difficult. What else would you need?
Do you have the blue orchid?
Let me check in the back real quick. Those grow at a very high altitude, I believe, correct?
Yeah, indeed they do.
I'll have to check to see if I have any magical preservation. She goes back, and you hear some things opening and moving around, but she comes back. She has a couple of small blue orchids and then one very large one.
Oh. Yes, she would like.
Okay, which were you wanting? One? Were you wanting? I mean, the three small ones I could put into a beautiful arrangement, or you could even make the single one like a boutonniere for yourself.
Yes, let us do that, and then the three small ones you could put into a corsage.
Can do that. Yes. Anything else? What type of message is this? Are you asking her as a friend?
Bjorno starts turning really, really red. She is an adventuring companion, and
adventuring. We should do. She's a Goliath, isn't she? I think I've
yes.
seen her walking around. I mean, the two of you kind of stick out a little bit like sore thumbs. Not that that's a bad thing, but perhaps a sunflower.
Oh, yes, she likes the sunflowers.
I can set these into here, and you see her start arranging it so that the blue orchids are actually coming out of the sides of the sunflower. She applies the cloth and everything to make it a wrist attachment. Puts a little bit of baby's breath on there. How's that?
Oh, beautiful job. Thank you so much.
Anything else?
Just the note, and here is the end that we're staying, and the note should say, please, Hildy, would you attend the gala with me? Bjorno Björnsson. Rune Knight.
They get another piece of paper and they just transcribe it again, a little bit nicer. I'll have your boutonniere delivered with it as well.
Thank you so much. Here's some gold.
It'd be 25 gold.
He slaps down 30.
Thank you. You're my favorite customer.
I appreciate your time this morning. I have a lot of reading to do. Excuse me. Bjorno hits the stacks.
Okay. You go to the castle. You are instantly recognized, so they allow you in. One of the attendants of the crown, basically a groundskeeper, approaches you. Sir Knight, how may we be of assistance today?
I was told I would have access to the archives. Could you please bear me hence?
Yes, we can travel there, not a problem. Right this way. They you walk for probably about 10 minutes down a couple of hallways. Again, the castle is set in, or the royal estate is set into the mountain. So you go through some winding halls, getting deeper and deeper in. But they eventually lead you back to an area where they essentially have, again, locked doors with guards, another set of doors with guards, but you're allowed into quite a large library. What's different and unique about this one compared to most libraries you've seen, where most libraries go tall, this one goes deep. You're just racks and racks of books. You notice that it's a very fine quality wood with a gold plate running along the exterior of the shelves. I would say, if I remember correctly, you were looking to do some research on the history of giants.
Yeah, indeed. If you could just show me to your card catalog, I can begin my task.
Yes, it's right over here. It shows you the card catalog.
Thank you so very much for your time. And
sure.
Please.
If you need anything, just ring the bell and they'll send an attendant.
Okay, so Bjorno's gonna take out a few books and he's going to ring the bell and get a lantern, and that's what he does.
It's pretty well lit. They actually don't use, when you ask for the lantern, they say we don't use fire back here, but we have some glow rods.
Very good.
And they show you how to crack the glow rod, and you insert it into this covered thing, and it reflects all of the light down, creating effectively a lamp.
All right, sounds good. That's what Bjorno's going to be doing.
Okay. Is there anything you're specifically looking for?
No. Yeah, we can handle it during downtime, though. I don't want to take up time with it.
Okay. Who else?
Bjorno uses the dragon decimal system.
He does.
That's actually the joke I was going to make. Is anybody else doing anything this afternoon?
Just purely prepping and preening and preparing for the evening.
Hildy, around noon, there is a rap at your door. A young boy stands there. Excuse me, miss.
Yes, good.
You have a package, and it's a beautiful bouquet of flowers, as well as a corsage, and a note as previously described from Bjorno.
Oh. Hildy will take all the things and say, "Thank you, young man," and she'll tip him a gold.
Oh.
Thank
you.
You're welcome, young man.
Runs off. You hear him say, "I love adventurers" on the way down the stairs.
They are the best. She will go in and put everything to the side, and definitely try to find Bjorno if he's there. But if he's not, she will still prepare and keep the corsage to the side as a final addition.
You look around the inn, in some short walks around town as you run minor errands. You don't see him, but the corsage is there. Just around in the early afternoon, all of your garbs are brought over. Broduk, you receive what is akin to essentially a caftan, but it is yellow, and it has streaks of gold in it, as well as the stitching is actually done in a color that matches your fur. Alex, a traditional storykeeper's robe is brought to you. Designed for your size, but traditional in a sense. It has the draconic runes with the city seal, things like that. You have an official role, so it's already pre-designed. Bimgog.
So Bimgog is in the room with Alex, and Alex will notice that he is putting his hands up and going, and he looks like he's trying to practice wrestling techniques. I mean, that's what Alex sees. He's trying to act like he's tackling things that he doesn't know what's exactly there, but he's just kind of lined up, looking like he's just circling like an AEW wrestler for a moment, and just tries to dive at a bedpost. I'm getting ready, Alex.
All right, keep up the good work, buddy.
Yeah, we got to get ready for the gala.
Have you ever been to a gala before?
Well, yeah, because when the Goblin King would have a gala, we would kill a wolf. We would kill a spider wolf. It'd be really big, and we would have to go. And that's why I'm wondering. Usually we have our weapons, and they said we can't put secret pockets. So I'm gonna have to use my hands and my teeth. But I'm pretty sure that whatever comes at us, if we sit there I could go low, and you could go high, and we could knock it off center of balance, and I'll just gnaw at its legs really quick, and I could call Alice, and Alice could go and soar down and peck out its eyes, but it has so many, 14 or 18.
First of all, your galas are way cooler than our galas. Second of all, you won't need to kill anything at this one.
But if
Hopefully.
we don't, it's gonna eat us because they're real
Well, so
mean.
they're not. There's no wolves at the gala. Well, okay, no, there might be 2 wolves, but that's because this one guy trains wolves, so he might bring his wolves. So there might be, but don't try to kill those wolves.
What about
The
spiders?
nice wolves. We're not. There's not. There shouldn't be any spiders.
What
There
about
might be normal spiders, though. I mean, I can't control all
what
the
about
spiders.
boar hogs?
I'm pretty sure we're gonna eat one, but we
Yeah,
don't
we're
have
gonna-
to kill it.
Well, you're gonna
It's
eat it
already
alive?
No, it's somebody else already does that. We mostly just get pretty and dance and like talk to important people about important things and get forced to do things we don't want to do. Your
Well, yeah,
gala
I don't-
honestly sounds way more simple than ours.
Oh no, it's really not, because it's not really by choice. Like usually they just force you into it. So it sounds like it's kind of similar, because like it sounds like we're kind of being forced to do this, but we
Yeah,
got to do it
definitely.
out of obligation or something.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, but we don't have to kill any giant spider wolves.
Okay.
There's a knock at your all's door. A big pounding knock.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
yeah, hello?
It's Broduk.
Okay, come in, Broduk.
Come on
Opens
in.
the door. Walk in. I'm looking fine. I've got my streak of gold hair now. I look really nice.
Oh damn, Broduk.
Hi.
They cleaned you up.
Yeah. I came to see if Minion was ready for death battle.
Of who?
We're going to feast of food. There's going to be a blood death battle to see who gets to eat and who doesn't get to eat. Are you
He-
ready?
What? No,
Hey,
is that how your galas work?
Yeah,
Bimgog-
only people who survive get to eat. Duh.
Bimgog immediately turns to Alex.
So where do we put our weapons?
No
He's
weapons, you
quickly-
fight with hand.
He doesn't even, because he's just wearing his normal clothes. He doesn't have anything that, like, Broduk looks all fancy. He's still wearing his normal ranger crap. He's like,
Well, I'll use my hands. Oh, this is gonna be terrible.
Yeah, you're probably gonna lose if I get a hold of you.
Okay, well, if fighting does happen, I'm really glad that you guys are on my side, but don't get your hopes up about it.
I've brought your outfits. Lady Oldla, here's your dress. Sir Bimgog,
Yeah.
this is yours. And they hand you what is in modern terms, what is essentially a child's tuxedo.
You look like one of the goblins from Harry Potter.
Basically, but much better fit. You put it on, and he says, I designed it to be very flexible. You should be able to move mostly freely in it.
Ready for wrestling, right?
I don't believe there will be any wrestling tonight.
yeah, he winks. Bimgog like gives him a big wink.
Broke wings too.
Alex shrugs.
Lady Adla, I might ask that you educate these twos on the rules of decorum.
Honestly, I think it's funnier this way.
I agree, but that's not what don't let that agreement get back to the crowd. if you will.
Oh, I'm not a snitch. Don't worry about it.
I'm a man who works with stitches, so I'll be on my way. And then he drops off the outfits for Hildy and Bjorno. Hildy, you try yours on. It fits quite snugly, just perfectly fit, designed to give you that boost. He says it was a wonder to design, but should fit what you're looking for.
Thank you very much.
And he will leave. Does anybody have anything else they would like to do?
Yeah, I do need to tell Broduk and Bimgog grab something. After he leaves the room, Alex is gonna turn to them both and say, okay, so the most important thing you need to know about tonight is that if anything happens and you're not sure what's going on and you're not sure what to say and you don't know which fork to use, just like put food in your mouth and then you won't have to deal with anything. That's how I get through. We got this.
I can do that.
But aren't we supposed to like schmooze it up or whatever? Or who am I? Okay. I can put food in my mouth.
I thought you didn't want to work for the queen. Do you
Well, I
want to
don't.
work for the queen?
No, not really. But like, I don't know what we're supposed to do. Cause
Well, we're
You say
mostly
no
just,
like me.
We're mostly just playing nice with the royal people so we can get back to dealing with the artificer and getting Sprocket out of the sword.
they do know that like, there's still the dragon cult out there, right?
Well, yeah, and that too.
And they know that they need to get Sprocket out so we can kill the dragon cult, right?
Yes, yeah, that's all of these are priorities.
But they're gonna eat and dance.
Yeah, I didn't want to go either.
That makes this. I will say that
It
sometimes
would have made
the
way
world
more
doesn't-
sense if we were killing something, to be completely honest, and I wish we were.
The world makes no sense ever to me, Alex. So it's fine.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
Rogue feel that way sometimes too, Minion. What you have to do is make it make sense until you understand.
Good point, Brodock. All right, let's go pregame for this show. And she'll take them down to the bar.
We know that reference.
You get down there, and Bartholomew flags you all over. Glad to see you all, Alex. A word, if I might.
Okay, I'll be right back, Bimgog. I'll go over to Bartholomew.
I wanted to give you a heads up. I heard through the grapevine that Rowan was going to be asking your assistance with some things regarding your heritage and the magic that flows through it.
Yeah, we talked about this at his lab.
Don't be surprised if they ask you to stop drinking.
Okay, well then you better line them up right now for me.
Oh, I'm on it. They provide you guys all the shots and drinks that you could ask for, and then puts down three shot glasses with little green pills at the bottom of them. Take these when you're done drinking.
Well, it takes all the fun out of it, but I guess.
Is this like when you put bug in drink?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
And
it's
he shakes
exactly
it
like
back.
that.
So all the, did you do any of the other shots?
Oh yeah, he would have drank anything put in front of him.
Yeah, so like you did, the shots and the beers and whatnot. When you finally get to the green green capsule, you shoot it back, and about 5 minutes later, you feel sober.
Alex did not take that little green capsule. She just put it in her pocket.
Anybody have anything else? Okay.
Hildy's gonna be the absolute last to be ready and like prepared and all that kind of good stuff, and everybody's down there. It's gonna be like a she's all that moment. It's all the prettiness and the corsage coming down the stairs. You might as well, even though "kiss me" is not in the vernacular of that, it's coming down the stairs.
Bjorno, there's a knock at the door.
Okay, yeah, this he's doing his best Bimgog impression as he's hunched over these books and in the low light and looks over his shoulder and come.
The Mr. Bjornsson, the gala is in an hour or so. I thought I should give you a heads up.
What? An hour?
Yes, you've been
I
reading
just got
all day.
here. What?
Yes. You stop and you take stock of what's going on around you. You realize there are piles of books. You didn't even realize how much you'd been taking in.
He's gonna gather his notes and stuff and put the books away and then kind of rush back to.
Well, we have an archivist will take care of your books. Although honestly, this is your workstation, so feel free to leave everything out if you feel so inclined.
I will. Yes. Thank you very much for getting me.
Of course. They let you back out of the castle.
All right. I
I
hurry.
don't like the way you said that, Dave.
I hurry on my way.
They let you out of the castle.
This is one of those times where you're overreading into what I say, but I like the way you're overreading.
Overreading.
Bjorno, as you are rushing in, you see some of the party ready, but time seems to stop as you see this long gray leg coming down the stairs. I need you to roll me a will save.
Oh man, I got some of that.
Do you?
Nope.
Okay. Very well. You feel like you're going to throw up in the best way possible.
Okay.
Butterflies in your stomach. Your feet almost come out from underneath you.
I
Thank
catch him.
goodness there's a bar. I lean on Broduk. Thank goodness there's a bar.
I hand him a drink.
Oh, thank you.
Don't worry, I
Gilda,
got you, brother.
You see Broduk red-faced and nervous.
Bjorno.
Bjorno. Too many
She
good
has
names.
She has this beautiful corsage on her, corsage on the wrist and everything.
Yeah, I slap Broduk on the shoulder, take a shot, walk on over to Hildy. Oh, you look very wonderful. Yes, wonderful.
Thank you, Bjorno. I will be your date for the gala.
It is as if I am bringing the springtime itself with me. You'll. He starts blushing and stammering.
Okay.
Giggles.
I'm assuming you go to your room and get dressed.
He's already in his armor, so he'll. Who's
Get
got
the
his
tabard, I mean.
Yeah, he'll throw the tabard on.
Okay.
I'm kind of in a hurry. Yeah.
You guys, all end up finally together, dressed for the occasion. A member of the, or two members of the Queen's Guard are waiting for you outside, fully helmed and armored, ready to escort you whenever you are ready.
In we go.
Okay. As is, you walk through the city. Takes a good 20-30 minutes to make it all the way through, but eventually you do find yourself at the royal gates, which are open. There's a fair amount of fanfare. This is the most crowded you've ever seen the grounds. To give you an idea, for a royal gala and evening start, there's of course always going to be echelons of celebration. The city itself in the lower courtyards has set out some food lines for the common folk to enjoy. So it's somewhat in the atmosphere of a festival, lacking the games and stuff that a carnival might bring. But there is music playing and food for the common folk. The door into the royal estate is much more heavily guarded, but you all are ushered through until you reach the royal chambers where the gala is being held. As you enter, there is a gentleman in a full set of plate armor who announces each of you while you enter the chamber. Sir. Sorry, hold on. Sorry, guys, had a bit of a connection issue there for a second. Sir Bjorno Bjornsson, Rune Knight, escorting Hildy Kastadder, cleric of a... And he stumbles over... Elda. Clearly
Elda.
stumbling over his words. And there's actually glares that come from a few members of the clergy over this. I'm sorry. And Broduk actually waiting at the gate on the interior gate was your date.
Oh yeah, Broduk walks over to this girl that none of you have seen with this like pink hawk going. He walks over, he's like, "Hi, I'm Broduk."
Hi, Broduk. I know. It's me, me.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Yeah.
I've never been to a gala before.
He holds out his hand to her.
You all watch as this young woman, pink mohawk and everything, takes Broduk's arm and walks in with him. Alex, you are announced per your title. Bimgog, you are announced, and Broduk escorting his guest. Please, everybody, take your seats. It's time for the dinner to begin.
I'll follow the group wherever they're going. I assume I'm sitting with them.
Yes.
I'm looking for the names at the table.
Are you guys able to see them on the map?
You need to switch maps.
Oh,
we're still on the opening map.
Oops, I'm over here messing with moving you guys around the map, and nobody could even see it. Can you guys see their characters' names?
We can only see their character names if you give us control of the tokens.
Oh, okay. From left to right, we have a familiar face, Minister Bartholomew Staxon. Next to him is Orion Leaf, the captain of the Queensguard, who is sitting next to and holding the hand of Captain Othelstan, the head of the Kingsguard, who is sitting next to King Leon in the position that a Kingsguard would take, as well as a position of honor, indicating they have a very close relationship. Queen Iliosa is sat next to him at a very broad table next to Technomancer Rowan, who she is engaged in conversation. A very dark but shiny scaled Dragonborn in clerical robes with you notice a very thick, broad claws hanging over his shoulder, sits at the table, observing all of you and the ongoings around him. As Jamma Gleamsilver, you all have somewhat been introduced to, sits there trying to talk to him as he just kind of nods and listens. But you all are greeted with nods as you were announced in, and the meal begins to be sat before you. Bartholomew leans over to you, Bjorno. King's in a bit of a good mood today, so if you need anything, after dinner would be the time to ask.
Thank you for the advice.
The first course is brought out. It is a soup and salad. Both are put in front of you. King Leon kind of sits up in his chair, rubs his eyes, and begins dining as he looks up at you all. So, you are the heroes of the realm. Is that true? You guys...
Is that what people are saying?
Well, you rescued my Kingsguard. You stopped the cultists. This is what's been reported to me. Adventurers aren't rare, but you're a strange lot of friends to be traveling around.
We are seeking to undermine the cult of the dragon when we happened upon your fair city, the home of Alexandra Odla and her clan. We are honored to be within your presence, and I thank you for the invitation and for the honor of being an honorary guardian of your queen.
Yes. Well, you'll actually be my guardian. You'll be taking over. Well, actually, perhaps this is as well of a time as any. And he taps a glass, and you all see one of the attendants behind him tap a much larger glass, and the commotion and talking stops throughout the hall. as he stands up, using some effort to lift himself to a standing position. I have a royal statement to make. If you all would be so kind. Yes, thank you. Over the past couple of months, the City of Evening Star has been engaged in efforts to stop the Cult of the Dragon from bringing back what would essentially be the ruin of modern society should Tiamat return. And we have these fine adventurers to thank for these deeds, as they have proven not only their actions before they even knew of our existence, they have proven again as they were willing to put themselves at risk to rescue my Kingsguard captain. As such, I've seen it befitting to decree that in this time of continued crisis, that the city shall do as it does and call upon the heroes of the land. In doing so much, the following proclamations. Bjorno Bjornsson, please rise.
You will stand.
You are being offered the role of Honorary Kingsguard, while Captain Othelstan, and he reaches down and pats Othelstan on the back, who gives a weary but acknowledging nod, is recovering from his grievous injuries sustained in service of the crown. In doing so, you take on the responsibility of my security in the next 2 weeks as he recovers. Is this an obligation you are willing to take?
If her grace releases me, I will do it. And he looks to the queen.
The queen nods. You insert. Yes, this is how I would prefer that you serve me.
I graciously accept your honor, your grace. Thank you.
You honor us both. She speaks up, in the king's smile. You see, in the weariness of his face, a smile, a bit of recognition, acknowledging that give me an insight roll. My apologies.
I'm good at that. I have the advantage.
You get the sense that this is a bit of not dog and it's not a dog and pony show. It's an important thing that they're doing, but it's nothing new to him. His guard captain's kind of beat up. He needs a replacement for the short while, and you're the big name about town. Why not have you come in? In extension, you know what? I'm hungry. And he sits down. He says, "Bring out the next course." You all are seated again. This time, massive plates of delicious ham still on the bone, turkeys, chickens, quails, eggs, fruits, roots, just about anything you could want is brought out in front of you, where the hosts will walk around in front of you, offering you food off of every plate.
It should be noted for everyone, at this point, you'll definitely notice that Broduk is eating particularly normal, like almost exaggeratively normal, as you've seen him eat soup before, where he just scoops soup up in his hand and then slurps it down. Like this time he's actually holding a spoon in between his fingers, and it looks like he's trying to mimic everybody else as he's in this position. But it's very weird as he's holding utensils with just his finger, like his index and thumb, and he's cutting like that, and he's just being very, very super particular.
Anybody with any sort of even remote passive perception will notice at one point there is Bimgod kind of reaches into a pocket, and you see a bunch of quail bones that for some reason came from somewhere that he puts on the table, like where the used up carcasses would be discarded. Grabs another quail and shoves it in his pocket and whispers, "Don't worry, Coiny, you stick with me. You're gonna eat like a king."
For context, for anybody who recently joined the stream, Bimgog has a coin mimic that he has begun feeding.
Oh, God bless
love it.
you.
I love this so much.
Yeah. Okay. Basically after everyone's finished eating dinner, the tables are moved away and a band actually will begin to play.
When the tables start being moved, I look at Bimgog and I yell like, "This is time for blood death battle."
Bimgog immediately starts eyeing left and right, but then looks at Alex and he kind of like gestures, like puts his hands up and puts his hands down.
It's not the bloodbath battle.
You all watch as some men and women wearing some padded gear. Hold on one moment. Some padded gear with long poles and a variety of knives of different shapes and sizes and implements walk into the center of the room as everybody moves to the exterior.
Wait, can you play BFG Division?
I wish.
And you watch as they all begin to lay out their equipment. Broduk, in it, you can make out at least 6 short swords, what would be equivalent of 8 quarter staffs, and you do notice a couple of throwing stars.
I look to me next to me. You want to stay behind, Broduk. I protect you.
Protect me? Is there something dangerous going on?
Well, this is when blood death battle starts.
See that, Broduk? There's no combat at a gala.
What
Nobody
weapons?
It's a show.
Show.
Just, and she pats her arm. Just watch.
I turn and I look.
You watch as a minstrel, walks to the front. Ladies and gentlemen of the High Court, I give you the kamikaze buzzards, and this group of men and women begin a show of juggling various sharp implements. You do notice that the guards do move closer to the king and queen, just in case something should go flying awry. But the next 30 minutes are filled with stunts of varying danger. Whether it's a person swallowing a flaming sword, or the juggling of throwing stars between 2 individuals. Finally, the show is, and as the show is going on, Bimgog, you feel a hand on your shoulder.
Bimgog looks.
It's Captain Othelston.
Hi.
I understand you are the scout for your party.
Yeah, I do what I can. I mean, I've had a sordid history of having some good days and some bad days. So I hope that when I'm working with the people of this city, that I have more good days than bad.
Everybody has those days.
Yep.
Tonight will not be of your concern, as the grounds are under the heaviest guardship. But this any day where you are not out adventuring, watch for a owl to stop on your windowsill. Those are nights we will need you to operate as a guard.
Okay.
We are not announcing your role publicly. We believe, and who all standing near Bimgog at this point?
Alex would be.
I still think I need
Alex-
to protect him.
Alex,
Bjorno's
you overhear this.
distracted.
Broduk, you're distracted by the flaming swords dancing through the air and things like that.
Gotta catch it.
We believe the cult has infiltrated the city. So we're planning to make some efforts to lure them out of hiding and capture them. But if this continues, if we're unable to find them, our fears there could be an attempt on the crown. So we will be calling on your services, as that is my understanding is your prestige, if you will.
Yeah, I'm pretty good, especially as it gets darker outside. I can definitely sneak around and make sure I have an eye out.
I've heard a rumor about you.
Mhm.
I've heard you have faced death.
Yeah. It's not good. It's a dark forest. It's a really dark forest. And everybody leaves you there. But then again, that's not much different than real life. So, it's kind of like, everyone's just living to die, dying to live, that sort of thing.
A dark forest?
Yeah. Basically everything, you get chased by the wolves there. And they're just gonna, I think, devour your soul until there's nothing left, but then they just continue to play with it. It's a really bad place to go.
I've never discussed this with anyone, but I've actually been past the veil before myself.
I'm
But
sorry.
it wasn't a dark forest. I saw beautiful fields of wheat. Sun was high in the sky. My family was waiting for me.
Oh. That must be what happens when good people die. That explains a lot. Well, I mean...
Do you not think of yourself as a good person?
I try to be good. I try to do right
Tim
by
God,
everybody.
you're the best. And Alex pats him on the shoulder, clearly very drunk at this gala at this point in time. Don't even say those things, but no, you are literally the best. Like, not even the best goblin, you're just the best out of
Alex.
everybody.
Thanks, Alex.
Your companions always speak highly of you.
Well,
And,
my companions that are left.
He stands up and leans over to you, Alex. 1, don't embarrass yourself. 2, your goblin needs therapy.
I think we all do at this point. Do you want some
That's
cheese?
yours.
I'm gonna go get some cheese, Bim God. And Alex will make her way to the snack table for cheese.
The guard captain reaches into his breast pocket and pulls out a tiny pin with it's got a little gold dragon head on it. Puts it in your jacket.
And into Bimgog's jacket.
Yes.
Bimgog takes the pin, looks at the guard captain, opens the jacket and puts it inside, and basically says,
If you're trying to keep things quiet, keep things quiet.
He smiles. You're gonna be perfect, kid.
I'll do my best.
Is any of as the evening is going on, you do notice that the court is basically intermingling with each other. Is there anybody that anyone would like to seek out?
You said that the artificer was there?
Yes, Rowan
I'm gonna see if he had any updates in the last 24 hours.
same.
Sure. He's currently engaging in talks with the queen, which he's been talking to her a great deal throughout the evening. I did have a minor breakthrough. I did start to understand a little bit about the resonance of the crystal in its original formation and what it is made out of. That should help me I will need to do a little bit more research in regards to the crystal and the sword itself, but it's a step.
And you're keeping Sprocket updated on all of this stuff too?
As much as he can conceive inside of the sword.
Perfect.
Is there anything else that you all need? Oh, actually, Alex, I do have need of you.
For what?
Well, and the queen chirps in. Actually, this one was at my request. You were volunteering for a study with a Fizzban, I believe.
Yeah, have you heard from him at all?
No, he has still not been heard from since the attack on Greenst, I believe, is where his last communications were.
Yeah.
You see Rowan kind of a sad look comes across his face. But it is important that the type of studies he was doing are at least continued somewhat. I was going to ask if you might be willing to work with Rowan in regards to researching some of the origin of the magics in your blood. This may require you to provide small amounts of it on a semi-regular basis.
I mean, Fizzban already got my blood. I might as well let my own city have it too.
It is a beautiful service you are providing to the crown, and much appreciated. Although I will ask that you will need to be sober when giving this blood for at least 24 hours. Rowan looks up and says, yeah, that's going to be about right. I can't have the fancy green pills swimming around in your blood system. I still don't know why you made me design that, my queen. She smiles.
Well, I'll see you guys in a couple of days then.
Very well. I won't need it till the end of the week. See me in 5 days, and we'll get the experiment underway.
All right. At that point, I'm gonna go over to Hildy. Actually,
as you get up, you are approached by the Dragonborn.
What
That's
color
fine,
are
because I
they, by
wanted
the
to
way?
approach him.
He is a dark gray, but it's very polished. You are the keeper of the stories, are you not? Alexandra, I believe it was?
Yes, I suppose that's me now.
I am High Father Nichusar. It's a pleasure to meet you. I've heard much of your family's stories in regards to the contributions you have made to our great society.
Well, thank you. I hope to continue the long family tradition.
I hope that as well. The church has been taking much interest in regards to the stories. So much of them have been never put to page. So much is known only in your mind. It would be a great value to us if you would be willing to spend some time perhaps putting them to paper.
Which church did you say you were with?
I'm the head of the state church of Bahamut.
Okay, cool. I'll come by at some point this week and we can talk about that further.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure meeting you. An honor, all mine.
It was very nice to meet you. And
Okay,
then I'm
sorry
going to turn to
for
Hildy and I'll be like, hey, does lesser restoration cure drunkenness?
Sort of, but I wouldn't say that it helps with what you're looking to do. It's like how I cured poison to get rid of the hangover.
Right.
Still
So
has
that's like that
alcohol
clears
in
it all
his
out,
system.
though, right?
Uh,
As long because he just said that I couldn't take the magic green pills, but there's other magic. There's always magic.
if you're willing to take the chance that it might take longer and it doesn't actually work.
Science will be done.
Anybody else?
Bjorno's pretty quiet. He's kind of distracted by Hildy, so there's a lot of looking at Hildy, and there's a little bit of instant guardian kind of kicking in. Like, he's kind of waiting for like a wall to come down and maybe a death tyrant or something to come busting through with disintegrates or something. I don't know. Bjorno stuff.
The acrobatic group clears out, and you notice that some mages come in and they sweep the floor, and a band comes out again and begins playing some court music. The king and the queen take to each other's hands, walk to the center of the floor, and they begin to dance. They are soon followed a few minutes late, or a minute or so later, by Orianne and Kathleen Othelstan. And the court dancing part has begun. Feel free to move yourselves around the room as you see fit.
Where's the snack table?
It is over by the High Father, who is standing near the punch bowl.
Bjorno's gonna take Hildy and see if she wants to dance.
Hildy will dance.
Okay, Bjorno, give me a athletics roll at disadvantage because you are so flustered.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my Twitch given inspiration for that.
Thank you, Twitch.
There it is.
Okay.
I still don't do too bad.
You still don't do too bad. You do step on Hildy's toes a few times, but she ends up correcting her following, and eventually leads you a little bit till you understand the rhythm of this specific dance. Hildy, having been in the city for a while, is a little bit more familiar with the courtroom's dancing style. You do also notice Jamma Gleamsilver, the Ministry of Industry head, dancing with Minister Bartholomew as the High Father watches over everything going on. Emil grabs your hand, Brooke. Do you want to dance?
Sure. I never danced before.
Oh, you're just follow my lead.
Okay. I should note, Dave, I didn't want to say this, but I didn't want to talk over anyone. But during the talking portion, like when Alex was talking to the other people, Broek would have gone around to literally as many people as he could and just introduced himself. He would just be like, "Hi, I'm Broek." And that's what he does. He goes to the guards, he goes to people.
Let's go ahead and do that.
Okay.
So during that, we can do a quick rewind. Who would you approach first?
I probably would have gone to the closest person to me, which probably would have been this guard to start.
Okay. That gray maiden nods, says, "Good evening to you, Broda."
What's your name?
They keep looking forward. I can't talk right now. Sorry.
Can the others?
We're not supposed to talk, Broda. We're on guard duty.
Oh.
My name is Emmett. But
Good to meet you, Emmett. Bye.
Bye, Broda.
Then I'll go to him because he was the next closest who wasn't a guard.
Bartholomew is happy to see you approach. Broduk, you look fantastic. You look like you're beyond the wilds.
Well, thank you. Ami gave me bath and she did my hair. She's best.
I was wondering why it smelled so bad in the bathroom, but I can tell you now, you smell a lot better. My housekeeper nearly threw a fit when they saw how many times they had to use the incantation to get your room clean.
It's a real nice room. I've never stayed in a room like that before.
You're always welcome. Treat it almost a home to you. I'd like it to be. Have you met Jamma yet?
No.
Jamma's a short gnomish woman wearing a large black brimmed hat. She smiles. Pleasure to meet you, Broduck.
Hi. What you do?
I'm the Minister of Industry, so I ensure that when the Crown needs production of some sort started, that the experts in place are put to action. So let's say there's a war, and the Crown
I know war.
Yes, and the Crown needs a lot of axes made.
Okay.
Well, we could go out and buy all the axes in the market, but then citizens who need axes won't have any. So what I do is I work with all of the people who do the mining, and I work with all the people who do trade, and I work with all the people who do weaponsmithing to produce extra axes just for the Crown to buy.
So you do trade?
Yes, but more along the lines of organizing the materials for the trade.
Okay. I just learned about trade. Is it
that's
true?
good.
Is it true there's no trade for babies?
We do not sell people in the city.
Oh, okay.
It's generally viewed as in poor taste.
No, they taste real good.
You see her kind of look at you in shock, look over at Bartholomew, who kind of shrugs and smiles, and says, Broduck, you're a man of a variety of tastes.
It's true. I'm
it's
really
something
good cook.
I'll have to have you work in the kitchen sometime.
Oh yeah, I'll make food.
That sounds wonderful. Just no humans, no humanoids.
Yeah, that's what my friends told me. They said that they didn't like the taste of it. I keep telling them it tastes real good.
He just kind of goes pale for a second, gains his composure, and says,
You should try everything once. Twice
certainly.
if you don't like it.
Certainly. Thank you, Broduck. I'm glad to have learned such a thing about you.
Thanks. And he pats him on the shoulder really hard.
Kind of bobbles around a little bit.
And that's probably when the dancing starts up. So he will dance with me.
Okay. Give me a athletics check at disadvantage.
All right. Not performance?
Performance if you have it.
I don't. That's why I'm asking. I just want to make sure I use the correct skill, but I'll do athletics.
That's fair. Let's make it performance.
Okay. Do you still want disadvantage?
No, I'll have you roll that at normal.
Okay, so just -1. 15.
You managed not to step on her toes as she grabs your hand or your big paw, and she puts a hand on your waist and leads you through the steps. And eventually you figure out wherever she leads you, you just follow.
I let her take the lead the entire way. Though at one point I do see someone do one of those spin moves, and I'm like, and Broek says I want to try that, and so he spins himself under her arms.
You do hear a little bit of applause coming from some of the people who are viewing from the lower level.
Oh yeah.
What are we clapping about? I was getting cheese.
Brook's sweet dance moves.
Oh, nice.
All right. Basically, the rest of the night is full of these, full of dancing and intermittent shows. the table is brought out and covered with desserts. Is there anyone else that anyone wants to talk to?
Yes, I would like to talk to Bartholomew when it's just kind of like winding down and people are just casually milling about.
Sure. He's standing there. He's got a little bit of a buzz going. Hey, Alex.
Hey, Bartholomew. So, what can you tell me about that new priest?
Oh, Hitchusar?
Yeah.
The High Father. He's a fascinating man.
Also, can I get a quick insight check? Because I would have been watching him when he was like
Sure.
around the punch bowl and like keeping in like an eye on him and how he like interacted with people.
He seems very formal. Almost tight-lipped. You get the impression he's not standing by the punch bowl for any real intent other than it's a comfortable place to stand and it gives people a chance to talk to him if they so choose. But doesn't seem to type the dance, doesn't seem a super social person. He's not much of a butterfly. You do notice that when the queen comes over, they exchange some words. She smiles and pats him on the shoulder before returning. But other than that, you get the impression he's just, he's a minister. Galas are a formality, a part of something that he must do.
Yeah. So what can you tell me about him?
Oh,
I mean, you know me. I never went to any of the churches.
Sure. He was part of a refugee group that came into town many years ago. You can tell how old he is. He was a child when he arrived. He's found faith to call him. He's a rare dragon breed. He's an iron dragonborn.
Oh, that explains that. Part
of what called him to the church was that exactly. Very, very strong views on faith.
Like how? Like what kind of strong views on faith?
He's resolute. His faith is unshakable.
I see.
It's why it's actually part of why he's moved up so much.
Who else has moved up very quickly recently?
Well, yours truly.
Yeah.
I suspect, and he kind of lowers his voice. There should be an announcement on the Queen regarding one more thing, about this. But
Alex leans in closer. About what?
The Minister of Culture has been opening for the last year or two. And on an out of character note, you remember this role has been open. So it's believed she might be putting herself in the role, which would give her a seat on the council, as opposed to putting her on a more closer to even footing with the king.
I see. And is she very religious? The queen?
She's pretty devout. She's made a show of attending services, from my understanding. Drags the king along. He's not quite as faithfully bound, if you will.
Who was the last Minister of Culture?
Oh gosh. One moment. That would be Minister Dugard.
Is he still around?
No, he passed due to old age.
Okay.
Traditionally, that was a role where someone was trained in their stead, but he never found somebody who he felt measured up.
Interesting.
Let's take a quick 5-minute break, guys. I'm sorry. welcome back. I should say that to myself as well as all of you. Sorry for the quick interruption, but we are ready to resume. Bartholomew looks up at you, Alex. Yeah, the Queen's made a show of going to church. Not in the sense of elaborate outfits or anything, but she makes sure that the people see that she is there.
All right then. I guess that's kind of it. If you see anything weird though, let me and Bimgod know.
Oh, you'd be the first to know.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I originally was a bit spooked by all these Queensguard that are going around the city, but my understanding is the Kingsguard has been pulled in a little bit, and they've gone. Some of them have actually gone out to patrol with the regular militia. So Queen's really putting out protection for the people. It's quite inspirational.
Well, now that we're here, we'll help out with that too. Everything should be fine.
It'll be good. Your name carries weight in the city, and people like to see adventurers. As much as trouble follows them, the solution follows the adventurers as well.
That's what we're hoping for.
Jamma kind of looks over at you. So you've been in the city a while. You're from here.
Yeah, I grew up here.
Okay, that's wonderful. What made you want to leave?
Well, it was time to start my adventure.
That's fair. I mean, every gnome gets a little fire under our backside, and we're sent out to the world. Okay. Well, if you ever need anything procured in mass, I'm your gal.
Actually, probably. Do you have a card? Where can I find you?
I have an office. It's in the warehouse district, but that's I'm easy enough to find there.
Okay, awesome. Your name was Jenna?
Jamma.
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 Gleam Silver.
Got it. No, I think there might be some things that we may need.
I'd be happy to help you.
Awesome.
It's important that we keep things moving. Yeah.
You guys, do you do a lot of trade outside of the city? Or is it just with that sister town?
Well, that would be Bartholomew. And they do a fair bit. He kind of collars up. He says, we've arranged some commerce using a couple what's the word? It's like when you have the doll and it nests inside of another one.
Yes, nesting dolls.
Yes. We've managed to work out some trade using some yes, we're trading with other cities. They don't know it's Evening Star is kind of the key. We're moving some stuff through Baldur's Gate.
And how have your caravans been traveling?
Cautiously. We haven't sent any in the past week or two. Normally what we'll do is we'll move the caravan out in the evening time, and we'll usually have them come out the other side of the mountain.
And none of them have gotten hit?
Not that I can think of, no. In fact, the fact that that Hildy's was hit was the biggest surprise. That's part of why we believe there's somebody on the inside. Losing the Technomancer is going to be a severe blow.
I'm gonna wanna maybe somebody should look into whoever makes the schedule. I don't know if I'll have time for it. There's a lot with Sprocket's Soul that we still have to do.
I'll put together something so that you can see what's going on. Normally, we're just shipping out aid packages, food, things like that. Anytime we've heard of a city getting hit by the cult, we send some people to help them rebuild.
I guess they
It's good
normally go
business.
after gold.
Your Grace, I would have counsel with you if you have the time to speak at the moment.
Who are you speaking to?
The king.
The king. He smiles and gives a bow to the queen, turns to you and says, "Sir Bjorno, I'm so glad that you are here. What can I do for you?"
I am honored to be given the position that you have given me to be your champion in Kingsguard. With such a thing as a warrior, I feel inclined to give you counsel.
Your counsel is welcome. I specifically asked that at the recommendation of the queen, who had heard many stories of the way that you conduct yourself. We have many ears in the Empire, and you have been spoken of as a man of high esteem. Even words from Hildy made its way in regards to who you are as a man.
You give me great compliments, and they are received with honor and respect. Your Grace, I would like to speak about the Hoard and the fate of the city. I believe that we have reached an epoch in time with the blast of this horn, and things must change in order for the city to survive, the Sword Coast to survive, perhaps even the continent. I believe it is time to find allies.
I have made some changes, as you all have noticed, I'm sure, engaging the Queen's Guard and the King's Guard outside of the palace, hence my request for your aid. You feel there's more we should do?
I believe it's time to reach out to the Lord's Alliance. We must present ourselves as a unified front against the dragons when they break upon the continent.
He looks like he pauses. We've never exposed our true selves to the world before. It would be a dynamic change in the balance of power. Should they discover how much wealth we have here, Waterdeep or Baldur's Gate specifically may feel compelled to secure our assets. And though we are powerful, we are small.
There is an even more covetous enemy than the Lord's Alliances as a whole that would seek to gain your assets, and that is our scaly enemy. Surely they will come seeking the treasures of this land and claim it for their gleaming hoards.
The High Father walks over. I'm sorry to interrupt. I couldn't help but overhear you speak of the cult and their interests.
I do, and I also speak of greater. I also speak of greater dragonkind and their designs upon this place and the continent. I think it is time to seek out alliances and perhaps shed the veil of secrecy. If we are to survive, it should be as one.
The king nods. There is wisdom in this. Where do you? But everyone seeks alliances in such time. Are you drawing from some historical precedent?
Yes. Long ago, when my people first encountered the dragons, they came second. Anon the Allfather created the giants first. When they came to this plane of existence, we did battle with one another, and it was not until all of giant kind united that we were able to come to a stalemate and force them into the shadows so that all sentient life could share this planet together.
The High Priest speaks up. You speak of the time around the Ordaining, I believe.
You are correct.
And the establishment of your hierarchy. But
I
that was
do.
also a battle against dragons as a whole, not against something like Tiamat, which is what the cultists seek to bring about.
We know that with the sounding of this horn, all of chromatic dragonkind will come. It will be an epic battle. Where and when they strike the flight of dragons, there will be great decimation.
Well, the horn is in the high priestess' eyes kind of light up as he realizes just how educated you are on the subject. The horn is something that historically was used to warn for dragons to summon each other to warn them of danger. We suspect that they are gathering the dragons for a kind of decision to be made.
A conclave.
A conclave. Not necessarily war yet, but it and the king speaks up. It is the reason why we've raised security around the city and redoubled our efforts. The high priest speaks up again. There are things that I might suggest that you do, that you, as adventurers, you would be well set to do, to perhaps set back the cult further, if that is your aspirations.
It is. Once His Grace releases me from his service, that is the goal that I intend to pursue.
The king looks at you. Your service will be served in ways beyond simply walking around and making sure that I am not dead. Do not hesitate to let me know if you need to go on one of these adventures. Just know that you are bound to return until I release you. But I do not hold you hostage here.
I take my vows of fealty very seriously. My honor is all that I have, my lord.
You see, roll me an insight.
I'm good at that. $17.
You see, the king has this very tired visage, but you see a bit of a spark behind his eyes, and you get the feeling that you're reminding him of old days, days that are past, where he regularly worked with such knights. A bit of a youthful color returns to his face. I appreciate that. Please, Nistuar, why don't you inform Bjorno of what you speak, and perhaps we can give them further guidance tomorrow after the gala.
I beg your grace to think upon my words, meditate upon them, and if there's anything that I can do to help implement any of your plans, I remain at your service, and I bow deeply.
I will send word to our network to gauge the reaction of the Lord's Alliance to a minor discovery that may give us some light into what they may react on a larger scale. But I take my leave. Any bows, or not bows? He nods. My apologies. Nistuar stands a little bit closer to you. You all are in possession of the Black Dragon Mask, are you not?
Belongs to Bimgog now. He has claimed it in spoils.
As is his right to do. We have a lead on another dragon mask that I would like you all to ensure does not fall into the hands of the cult. Our researchers and our agents, as I have been informed, report that the cult has located the location where they believe it to be, but have been trying to retrieve it for a good amount of time. They're struggling with something, but this is our opportunity to move quickly, catch them off guard, and retrieve something that no doubt would be of high value to them, so that we may find a place to properly secure it. I can inform you of more tomorrow if you bring the party to the temple. I will have an agent of the appropriate forces there to enlighten you.
This is good. I believe the party will be interested in pursuing this goal.
Well, we'll talk more at another date. He shakes your hand. You notice that his like as he shakes your hand, his claws are quite cold, but his handshake is very firm. Takes his leave. Does anybody else like to approach any of the other ministers? Okay. As the festivities begin wrapping up, the queen taps on a glass, and again the hosts behind them tap on another, so everybody quiets down. She says, "I do have one last announcement to make, and this is a bit of pride for me, but I know that it will be well served to the kingdom. I have spoken to my dear husband, our Lord and King, and he has agreed that I will be taking on the role of the Minister of Culture for the city. During this time of upheaval and danger to our great society, it is important that we remember that which made us great, and we embrace our values so as to stand as one against this threat. And we have no stronger tool for that than our faith. So to conclude this, I would like Father Nitztuar to lead us in prayer. And the father steps forward. He pulls out a book, which you notice has the symbol of Bahamut on it. He says, "Our faith is an important cornerstone that binds us together and leads us to greater deeds. Even as the 5 holy heads are separate, so they unite in one divinity, much like our state." Closes and steps back. The queen transports says, "Thank you all for coming." There's a light applause led by Broduk. Thank you all for coming. There are party favors on your way out. Get home safely, and we will all be excited to see what the coming days bring. And with that, the king and queen retire. You all are gently ushered out of the great hall, where you come outside and you find that the citizens are still feasting late into the night. It has turned into a bit of a raucous party, but generally the mood in the city is high. For the first time, you really get the impression that the people are ready to rally to whatever they're called to do.
I would like to join the partiers late into the night.
Okay.
At first, I'm gonna make it well known that I am quite drunk from my royal evening,
Okay.
and I continue to do shots with people. But about halfway through that, when no one notices, I'm gonna take that sobriety pill, and then I'm gonna be on the lookout for anyone who maybe talks about cult stuff, or if I see any hand symbols being passed, or anything basically I'm just gonna make sure that the commoners aren't the ones infiltrated.
Sure. Give me a perception. everyone seems to be pretty jovial and having a good time. Broduk, what are you doing?
Broduk will see if Ami wants to stay for the after party. You drink and eat more?
No, I'm quite tired, but you should stay with your friends.
Me take you home.
Sure.
He'll take her back home.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Just wants to make sure she
walk-
gets there safe.
That's fair. Yeah, you walk through the city. The streets are, I wouldn't say they're empty, but the majority of the town is engaged in some part of festivities, either running it, enjoying it, or just completely not interested in it, in which case they're probably home reading a book like a nerd.
Nerds.
As a nerd, we do that thing. Parties? No thanks. You walk through the city. You do, as you're walking through the city, you do see someone you know walking towards the festival grounds.
Who are they?
Somebody who you've met in the past.
Oh. I'll wave and go, "Hey, Graver."
Broduk, what are you doing here?
Oh, I went to a big party.
Who's your date?
This is Ami. She's a barber.
Ami looks and waves at him and says, "Oh, well, glad
what are you doing here?
Glad you're looking good. I'm here on business."
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
You need help?
No, I'm good. Forget you even saw me. I'll be gone tomorrow.
Okay. Bye, Graver.
Bye, Broduk. He walks.
I'll turn and take Ami, but then I stop
Mhm.
and I look at me. I'm like, you should go home.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm right here.
Okay.
So, thank you for the wonderful evening. And she gives you a big hug.
He hugs her back. I'm staying at Tavern if you ever want to come say hi and eat.
I'll try to find some time to make it over there this week. You've been quite lovely. She gives you another scratch behind the ear. Bye, bro.
He takes it. And then he turns and he's going to try and follow Graver. He's going to try and be kind of a stealthy bugbear, as bugbears are known to be kind of quite stealthy, because he knows that people from the cult are bad. He's been told this repeatedly at this point, that people from the cult are bad. And he knows Graver through his time at the cult. And that's wrong, and bad people shouldn't be here. So he wants to find out why Graver is here.
Give me a survival roll. You're going to have to try to track him.
Survival. I got a 10, but I'm going to use my inspiration from my write-up. And that's worse.
You turn around and you kind of jog the direction that you saw him walking in. You get to a four-way intersection and you look and you don't see him.
Do I see any guards nearby? There's more Queen's guards out.
Yeah, there's a Queen's guard and a normal guard walking down the main drag.
I'll wave at them and say, "Hi, I'm Broduk."
Hi, Broduk.
Have you seen man that look like, kind of dark clothes? He's got like some white hairish, and he was just coming through here.
Can't say that we have.
Okay.
Most people are up at the festival.
All right. Bye.
Everything okay?
He just turns and leaves.
They kind of shrug and they keep walking.
I'll head back up towards the festivities.
Hildy, I have a question for you.
Yes, Bjarno?
You know about the gods.
Yes.
5-headed gods. Bahamut has 5 heads.
Okay. Yes.
I did not know this.
It is not a common God for people to be following, but this is a different land here. They are very fascinated with dragons. It is very important to them.
I can see this. Thank you. I did not know this fact until this day. You are very wise. And he starts blushing.
Bjorno, give me an insight roll.
Yeah, 20.
You're thinking about it, and it occurs to you that what he probably meant was the 5 main chromatic dragons or metallic dragons.
Okay.
Functioning as a single, because platinum dragons are exceptionally rare. So he's more referring to the metallic domain, if you will.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Bahamut was the one who locked Tiamat away in the
Gotcha.
last Dragon Wars.
Well, and Panda was making an apt observation that I had messed up in my notes that Bahamut has, or Tiamat has 5 heads. Bahamut is only a platinum dragon. So yeah, my apologies. That is what he was referring to. At least that's what we're gonna note.
Only a platinum dragon.
Only. But yeah, that's what you figure. It was more along the lines of the 5 aspects of good aligned dragons.
No problem.
Okay. So Broduk, you return to the party.
Do I see anybody? Any of my companions here?
You see Alex. Looks like Bjorno and Hildy are still making their way out. Bimgog, what are you up to?
Bimgog, as soon as he saw Alex take off into the crowd, Bimgog kind of moved to the side, like one of the smaller little enclaves, like outside of the main area of the festival, but still nearby. Kind of dug himself into where some shrubs were, and you see a blue owl that's kind of circling really near Alex. It's just above Alex's head, just keeping an eye on what's going on,
Alex, give me a perception check. You eventually note, after a good 10-15 minutes, notice that there's an owl slowly circling overhead.
Oh, well then I offer it crackers. Because I still have pocket cheese.
Alice loves crackers.
Brooke will make his way over to Alex. Hey, Alex.
Hey, Broduk.
Did you see man come through here? Kind of this high, wearing dark clothes. He had like a little white in his hair.
So I could describe a lot of people.
Oh, okay. His name is Graver.
Okay.
I knew him.
Knew him from when?
From when I worked with the cult.
The owl takes off away, and you notice it start to circle in a widening circle.
You say that, Broduk, and all of a sudden there's murmurs around you.
I didn't keep my voice down.
Nope.
Alex kind of starts to pull him away from.
I didn't think he was supposed to be here.
Okay, well we'll go look for him. We'll go find him.
Okay.
If you see him, point him out.
I will.
And Alex will just kind of like make reassuring motions to the people around her, hand out another bottle of alcohol, like everything's fine.
They take it pretty well.
Partying.
You're a known figure, so they take it pretty well.
And then we'll, I guess, keep an eye out for that dude from having a great job at it.
Anybody who's getting involved in the search can give me an investigation roll is actually what we're going to be looking for.
So good.
Oh.
Such a good one.
There we go.
Not much better.
For a hot minute, that was on a 19, then it rolled over to a 4. I got a 3.
Broduk, you investigate the buffet. It's delicious.
He could be hungry.
It's pretty picked through, but yeah, I mean that's what you figure. Hildy, you're kind of taking in, looking among the people of faith that you know. You don't see anybody who matches the description once you're informed by the rest of the party. Bjorno, same deal. You're kind of walking with Hildy though. Bimgog, your owl. After Alice flies away, about 45 minutes later, as you guys are starting to really wrap this up and more people are heading home, Alice lands on your shoulder.
I'm just thinking, did you see anything, Alice?
I saw one person who kind of sounded like they matched that, but I'm not sure.
Show me where. Let's go.
Okay. And they'll take off in the air a little bit ahead of you.
And I just immediately start scurrying in that direction.
And
Okay.
I follow.
I'm also with the goblin.
I make it very clear as I see any members of the friends. I am like just easily just going like this, but I'm not slowing down. I'm obviously like they all could know that I'm on a trail.
Okay.
I grab a tray and I arm scoop everything off the table that's left onto it, and then I follow.
Okay, so you guys tear off through the city. The guards recognize you, so they don't start chasing you, but there's definitely a commotion being made. And eventually, after about 20 minutes, Alice kind of lands in front of one of the smaller inns. He's in here.
Alice will just walk right in the front door.
Okay, yeah. There's a barkeep, not somebody you've ever met. They have a long beard, a bit of a dwarven look about him. Can I help you?
Round for everybody in here.
Looks around. There's all of 2 other people there, and he goes, "Fair enough."
Do either of those 2 people match Broduk's description?
Well, Broduk's there. Broduk, you look at these people, and Graver is sitting in the back corner. Looks like he's nursing a beer and a meal.
Yeah, I see him. I go, "Hi, Graver."
Hi, Broduk.
I walk over.
What's going on, buddy?
My friends wanted to meet you.
Your friends.
Yeah, they're real strange. This one's my
Say that.
minion.
As I walk up, by the way, 1, I'm wearing the mask because I never take it off. But 2, I immediately put my hand up like this, like, "Hi, I'm Bimgog."
Alex
He
is going to
makes
grab the
sign.
tray of beers and then go and crowd over at the table for everybody.
There's
Like that.
Right.
And behind there's like the 2 Goliaths just looming over the table.
you've got some big friends, Broduk.
Yeah, I know. They're real nice.
Okay. Glad they're nice.
We want to know what you're doing here.
I'm here doing some tourism.
You don't
Oh.
look like a tourist to
Tourism.
me.
How, I wonder,
Don't
did you
look like
take the
tourists.
train in?
Yeah. The last market train that came in. I'm here to trade some fabrics. Yeah, I'm
It's
a
not
fabric.
tourism.
I do fabric trades. And I'm seeing the great city of Evening Star.
How did you really get inside this city?
I came in with the caravan. Bjorno, he is completely full of shit.
Yeah, we don't have a train, bro. Surprisingly, though, we should really get them to put in a train.
No, the
But
wagon
the
train.
point
I
is,
came
how
in-
did you
The
get
wagon
in?
train.
Okay. So you can start telling us the truth, or my very small friend here is going to get very unhinged. And it's kind of a lot when that happens. So we'd like to avoid that. So let's take a breath, breathe it in. Here, have a beer, drink about it, get your story straight.
We really like to know what you're doing.
Bjorno's grabbing him.
So enough truth.
Hey, get your beautiful hands off of me. What was?
But Bjorno, give him a sec. He's got nowhere to go. This is fine. We just want to talk. We just want to talk.
Well, I don't want to talk to you.
Well, you probably should.
Why am I?
You see this guy right here? He's the Kingsguard now. So
Yup.
pretty much he can tell you to do whatever he wants.
I lean over and go, if you're in the city, you have to keep your stuff way under wraps. Why do you think we're all in the guard now? Why are you not in the guard? You do know what I'm saying?
Just to be clear, Bimgog, you are standing in a zone of truth.
Oh, never mind. I forgot that affects
Sorry.
me too.
Yeah,
Um,
sorry.
I need everybody to roll. Actually, let's scratch that. I need everybody to roll a charisma save.
Best save.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on this.
Fail.
No,
fail.
my eyes flash black, and I go the exact thing I just said.
Oh,
Have to get
legendary.
It's really important that you make sure that you infiltrate with the Kingsguard for reasons.
And you don't even have a good straight story. What is wrong with you?
How did you really get in? Because we need to know so we can make sure that it can happen.
I thought you. I was told you all were on a murdering spree through the cult.
Oh yeah, I murder lots of people.
No, we were told by and I point at my mask to do certain things in order to make sure that we could get the people that have infiltrated out.
Just for
whole wing was
context,
corrupt.
Bjorno, well, Alex, you re-rolled your save. So Bjorno, you are unable to tell a lie. Hildy,
Leans over.
Also,
and
what
whispers,
is his friend doing this entire time? Because he is now also backed into a corner.
he's sitting alone.
Oh, he's sitting alone there, just some other
Yeah.
rando at the bar.
The rest of the bar is kind of like, it's the barkeep and one other guy. They're kind of like watching this go down. The barkeep, however, knows enough about you guys to stay the fuck out of your way.
Bimgog leans over and whispers, "You're not important. This is." And he.
I guess you're right. I'll make that sacrifice for the greater greater good then. If you need to turn me in, that makes sense.
Well, or
Graver.
you can
Okay,
tell
well,
us how you got in, and then we know.
if you come with us and we can take care of this quietly, but you have to come with us and tell us everything. There's been too much betrayal happening in the cult.
Graver,
Yeah.
you remember when Darren took my lamb chop from me? You remember what I
Yeah.
did to Darren? I do that to you if you don't tell. Intimidate. Oh, God damn, I can't roll for shit. 8. I don't know if I get. Do I get advantage because everyone's like crowding him and like this is a very intimidating atmosphere?
I'll give you advantage on that.
Come on. I rolled a 10. Okay, that's better.
Verdict, you can't do that here in the city.
I can do anything I want in city, except buy babies, because they don't sell them.
Had to make sure that you were telling the truth. We can't have our plans getting fucked up here.
I agree. So maybe we should all stop talking about it here in public.
Oh no, we're not in public. The bar keeps in on this one.
How deep does this go?
Super deep. You realize how long we've been working on this?
We friends with Queen.
You think we get invited to the Inner Circle Gala event where we don't have blood sport but do little dances and stuff by just not infiltrating to the top? We don't do it by loose ends.
Okay. Well, what do you want me to do?
All right, well,
I look at Alex.
you need to lay low, lay super low, like lay so low, like maybe don't leave your room for a few days. And
Okay.
we'll look in to see how much damage you have already done.
Oh God.
And then we'll figure it out from there.
I told them that I didn't feel up to this.
Oh, okay. Well, who's your supervisor? Who's your report contact?
I'm working for Talus.
Talus. Okay. Well, that's actually good. That's good because that means you probably didn't fuck up too much. So just lay low for a couple days, stay in your hotel room, and we'll smooth all this out. Don't worry about it, bro duck.
I don't know.
All right, now you get up to your room. Here, take these beers with you. And I shove the rest of the beers into his hand. That should hold you for a couple of days. We'll clean up down here.
takes the beers and shuffles up to his room.
And then I'll turn to the
Graver.
bar. And then as soon as he's
Bye,
like
Bro.
out of earshot, I'll turn to the bartender and pull out like 20 gold coins for him. And just be like, okay, so I know that was weird and probably, doesn't look
I didn't
great.
see anything.
Well, I know, but just like make sure you get that guy good and drunk so he didn't either. And I'll just leave the money for him.
What
Well, I mean,
about the weirdo in
that's
the
a-
other corner?
That's old deaf Dan. So, he's deaf.
Oh, well, then he definitely needs those.
Yeah. Why do you think he sits alone?
Okay, well, if that guy like tries to leave or check out or like bail town, can you let the guards know?
Sure.
Okay, awesome.
Is he like a criminal or something?
No, he's just a sketchy dude. We want to keep tabs on him. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on him.
Okay, yeah, just like let us know.
Okay.
Thanks. What was your name?
My name's Gregor.
Gregor? Nice to meet you, Gregor. You got a nice bar. I'll come in and drink here sometime.
Thanks. It's not the best, but the beer's colder than room temperature, so
Bye, Gregor.
bird duck.
Turn to leave.
And then I'll take the party outside
Okay.
so we can discuss in relative privacy. To the,
Bimgog
to the
looks
side
at
alley.
looks at Bjorno and says,
So this is one of those situations where I don't know if we truly can leave a loose end. Just throwing that out there. I mean,
We should get the
You want me
guards
to
to
eat him?
take him into custody. No, we should get the guards to take him into custody.
Well, yes, I just didn't want to cause an alarm right then and there so that like murder had to happen or something. No, I figured we'd go and immediately snitch him out.
I am sorry that I jumped the crossbow with the Zone of Truth. I thought that would
No,
have
it's
been
okay.
helpful.
That actually was very helpful. I don't know
I
if you
thought
would
it
have
was
told us
really
all that
clever.
without it.
I mean, it made him have to speak true. That seems like a solid idea.
And I was, speaking mostly true sometimes.
I wasn't.
I pat the top of Bimgog's helmet.
So we're gonna go tip off the guards and get
Yeah.
this guy arrested.
Okay. It's easy to find them because they're all patrolling. Guards come over as you flag them down. What's going on?
Real quick.
Sure.
I'm gonna stay behind, and I'm gonna hang out in the back alley, and just
Okay.
watch the building to see if this guy tries to make a run.
Okay.
I'm
good
a
idea.
hunter. He may try a rabbit.
Sure. The guard comes over. Can we help you?
Yes, we believe there is a member of the Cult of the Dragon that has infiltrated the city. He is located in this room, just inside the inn. I would like you to take him into captivity for questioning.
Do you have any proof?
He
Yes.
told us.
Self-admittance. This attached to my weapon here is the favor of the queen herself.
And
Then it shall be done. And they draw their swords and they go through the door. The barkeep's like, "Oh wow, okay." You hear him stomp upstairs. There's a pound on the door, and then you hear a commotion. But you don't hear any screams. And about 5 minutes later, wrapped up in the sheet, comes the guards carrying what you would presume to be a body.
Well, we didn't say kill the man. He deserves a fair trial.
We didn't. He
You
had
found him
foam
like
coming
that?
out of his. He had foam coming out of his mouth.
It went
Oh.
full Hail Hydra on us.
I walk around back to the front after I hear the commotion.
You see them holding an oblong sheet.
I could have killed him if you wanted him dead.
No, he
We
killed
didn't-
himself, Broduck.
We didn't
You
want him
did?
dead. Interrogation would have been key.
I walk over and take the sheet off of his face.
It's him. His skin is all clammy. There's a bunch of foam in his mouth.
I cover him back over.
You hear in the back of your mind, "Bye, Brodog."
Bye, Graver.
Savage.
And
Well-
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No, you can finish.
Nope, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna tell the party that we should probably go and look into that security breach, I guess.
Okay, and that's where we are going to end it for tonight. Hope everybody watching enjoyed the show. Hope everyone playing had fun. And next week we'll take off where the party gets to figure out just how people are getting inside of a city that's pretty much locked down. Have a good night.